Is my screen visible, students?
Yes, madam.
So in the last class, we have discussed about DFD and we have done one DFD. Like we have. So we have discussed about DFDs and we have done one DFD and that DFD was on Microsoft Word. So I hope you have understood that one. Now I have given you one homework. So have you done it, students? DFD of mailbox system, have you done it? Students, please respond. DFD of mailbox system. I have already given you the idea how to do it. Anyone? Students, is it clear? Do you have any doubt or do you have any issue regarding my class? Students, please respond. I want interaction, students.
Please explain the DFD part once more.
Okay, so I am giving you, let's just do the mailbox DFD once again, okay? So in the last class, I have given you the hints how to draw the DFD of mailbox system, okay? So now let's just do the mailbox system DFD in detail, okay? Try to understand. If you are having any issue, if you are having any doubt, communicate with me. Don't stay silent, okay? So we know in DFD, there are 3 levels, that is level 0. Minimum, we take 3 levels, level 0, level 1, and level 2. Sometimes it is in level 0, it is also called context level. In some books, you will find that context level and level 0 are same, whereas in some other books, you will find that it is different. But I am taking it as same, okay? So here, level 0 or context level DFD. In this level, what we do, we just model the overall DFD, okay? The overall functionalities. That is, in our mailbox, only one entity is there, or two entity you can consider. One is user, another one is admin. Okay, so these two entities are controlling the mailbox. Okay, so user and admin is there, and the another process I am taking user only, and the another process is the mailbox. Okay, mailbox. Okay, so this is the process name. So we know that we need to enclose the process name in a circle and the entity in a rectangle. Okay. Now, how the data is flowing between user and mailbox. Okay. So see here, the user is logging into the mailbox. Okay. Logging into the mailbox using some kind of login ID and password. Some kind of login ID should be there. Then only the user can log in to the mailbox. Okay, and that login ID should match with the login ID, and the login ID should match with the login ID which the user has given while registration. Okay, so user using login ID and password can log in to the mailbox. Okay, and after that, whenever they are logging into the mailbox, in return they can open any mail. They can open any mail. They can open mail. So this is the flow name. Okay. So see here, in both direction, the data is flowing. That is from user to mailbox and also from mailbox to user. In this way, there is the bidirectional data flow. Okay. So user using login ID and password can log into the mailbox, and in return, they can get the mail. They can open any mail. Okay. So this is the level 0 or context level of DFD in case of mailbox system. Okay. Next one, see here. Next is level 1. Next DFD is level 1. So what is level 1 DFD? We will be dividing this level 0 into sub-components. Okay. We will be dividing this level 0 into sub-parts. Then only it will become level 1. So how level 1 will work? So here in level 1, user is there. So user is the entity here. User is the entity. Next, user can log in to the mailbox. So here, login is a login is a process. Okay. How the user can log the login ID and password. So the data is flowing from user to login module. Okay. And the user using some login ID password can log in to the mailbox. Okay. So this is the data flow name. Login ID password. Now login. After login, the what functionalities the user can do? Tell me, students, what functionalities the user can do? Whenever you can log in, what functions can you do?
Check the inboxes, send mail, outbox.
Yes, so these are the processes. That is, you can send, you can check, you can compose, you can check the spam mail, you can arrange the mail, you can log out. All these are the processes, that is functions. So that's why we will be putting these functions in a circle because these are processes. Okay. So after login, the user using, suppose username. User is having some kind of username. So using username, the user can check the mail. So this is check mail. Check mail. Okay. Check mail. Next, after checking the mail, the user can compose mail. Okay. Compose any mail. So how the user can compose any mail? Using some kind of email ID. Okay. So without email ID, the user can be able to compose any mail. So here the compose process will be there. Okay. So the data is flowing from check mail process, compose process using some kind of email ID. Email ID. Now, after that, the user can send the mail. After composing the mail, the user can send the mail. So send box. But here, send box is not a process. Send box is a data store. Okay, data store. You know that whenever you are sending any mail, that sent mail is stored in a sent item folder. So that's why it is a collection. It is containing a collection of mails that you have sent. So that's why sent box is a data store. Okay, this symbol is used to show the data store. Okay, database or data store. Okay. Now, see here, after check mail, you can move again to spam box. Okay. Spam box. You can check the spam box also. So spam box is again, there is a folder of spam. You can, in the spam, you can check all the spam mails. So in that case, here spam box is also a data store. So whenever we are denoting any kind of data store, we used to enclose it with this representation, this double line. Within that, we are typing. Okay. Next, after check mail, you can move to spam mail also. Spam mail, spam mail. Spam mail can also be a process. Okay. So spam mail is a process. Using some kind of subject, you can search the spam mail. So that's why subject, this will be JEC, subject. This is a process name. From check mail, it is flowing to spam mail. Again, from spam mail, you can arrange the mails. You can arrange the mails. That means you can delete the ones which you do not need. You can prioritize the ones which you are thinking that these are most important mails. So you can mark those mails as important or start. So similarly, here after spam, you can arrange the mails. So arrange. Students, are you following, students?
Yes, madam.
Is it clear to everyone? Anyone is having any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So from spam mail, you can arrange the mail using folder name, folder, folder name. Okay. And after that, you can log out. If you want, you can log out. So log out. So this is a process name. And this log out using some user. Okay. Next, also from inbox, you can check the mail. Okay. So inbox is, you can take as a data store, because in inbox you can have huge number of mails stored. So that's why inbox is a data store. Okay. So you can move like this also, and also from spam box you can move to spam mail. Okay. So this is nothing but the level 1 DAP. Please see, if you are having any doubt, you can ask. Please check, students. Is it clear to everyone or not?
Clear, madam.
Okay. So level 1 is completed, but we have missed one thing. That is, we have not given any point. Okay. That is, we have not given any sub-level. We know that in DSC, we need to give the sub-level. So here, see, login is 1.0. That is, in level 1, it is the zeroth component. Okay. So 1.0. Similarly, check mail is 1.1 point, that is in level 1, 1.1. Okay. Check mail is 1.1. Next, suppose compose is 1.2. We need to number the processes. That's why next spam mail is 1.3. Okay. 1.3. Arrange mail is 1.4. And logout is 1.5. Okay. So in this module, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 module, 6 processes, and we have numbered these processes. Okay. So from 0, 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. Using this numbering, we can complete the level 1 grade. So remember, first you need to identify the entity. That is the entity. Here is the user, and user is doing this operation. So that's why it is considered as the entity. And what operations it is performing, that are called the processes. Okay. So login, check mail, spam mail, arrange mail, log out, compose, all these are the activities or functions that user can do while using mailbox system. Okay, so these are the processes and using what the user is performing these operations. So those are the data flow names. Okay, so see here, using user login ID password, the user can log in to the mailbox. Okay, so that's why this is the data flow name, and from user the data is flowing to the login module, because whenever the user is logging in, so that means the user is giving some information and the data is flowing from user to login. Similarly, from login to check mail. Similarly, from check mail to spam mail. In this way, the data is flowing. So you need to first, while making DFDs, you need to identify which one is the process, which one is the entity, what will be the data stored, and how the data will be flowing. And after that, you need to make the names of the data flows. Clear, students? Level 1 clear? Anyone having any doubts? Students, please respond.
No, madam.
Fine. So see here, next we are moving to the level 2 DFD. Okay, level 2. Level 2. Okay. So I think you have already got some idea about level 2. So let's just write it down. Level 2. That means level 0. In level 0, we are breaking the level 0 into sub processes, that is level 1. And again, whenever we are breaking the level 1 into sub processes, it becomes level 2. Okay. So in level 2, it is nothing but the sub processes will be there. That is, for each module, you are again dividing those modules. Okay. So similarly, see here in level 2, what we are doing. First, we know the user is there. So user is the entity. User is the entity. Okay. Now, from user can log in to any mail system using login ID and password. So you know, I'm not writing here. You know, login ID password will be there to log in into a mail ID. Okay. After that, login, the user can select any mail. Okay. The user can select any mail using username. The user can select any name. So this is a here process. After selecting any mail, because whenever you are logging in, first you need to select before opening a mail. So that's why user can select any mail. After that, user can open that mail. After selection, the user is allowed to open the mail. So the user can open the mail. After that, the user can read the mail. Okay. So after opening there, then only the user is allowed to read any mail. So user can read the mail. After that, if the user wants to okay, so reply. Okay, the user can reply to the mail. After that, after replying, the user can also compose any mail if he wants to compose. So here, the user can compose the mail. Okay. Next, after reading the mail, the user, if it wants to delete that mail, so they can delete, he can delete the mail. So delete the mail. So see here how the data is flowing. From this diagrammatic representation, you can understand that in this way the data is flowing. You cannot directly move to the read. Okay, before that you need to follow certain steps. That is, you need to log in, then you need to select a mail, then you can open that mail, then you can read. Or after logging, you cannot directly delete any mail, because for that you need to select any mail and then you can delete that mail, or you can compose that mail, or you can reply that mail. So before that you need to follow this process. Okay, that is these steps. So you can delete the mail, the user can delete any mail. Also, after reading, the user can close any mail. Close is also an operation. Okay. Next, while composing the mail, the user can send the mail. So I am just giving this way. There is no space here to draw. That's why I am giving the arrow here. Okay. See, my arrow has not crossed. There is no crossover allowed in case of DFT. My arrow has not crossed. If there is space, I can draw here, but there is no space. So that's why I'm taking the arrow here. So after that, the user can compose the mail and that mail can be sent. The user can send the mail. So this is another one process. Next, the user can send the mail like giving CC. The user can give CC or the user can give BCC also. That is to whom the user wants to send. So user can CC someone. Next, using subject. Using subject. Okay. Next, the user can write any message. Can write any message. The user can write any message. After that, the user can send the data. So here again from there, the data is moving here. Okay. After writing the message, the user can draft that message. So draft is another, but draft, in the draft there is a folder. So that's why it is a data store. Okay. And also after sending the mail, the user can move to the send mail folder. So that's why send mail is also a send mail. So send mail is also a data store. So in this way, the user can do. So you can see this is in this direction the data is flowing. You can give the names of the data flow, that is after login the user using username or using mail name. Okay, the select the mail. Okay, so you all these data flow names you can also give, but what is more important is see how the data is flowing. That is from user in this way, in this way, in this way, the data is flowing. Students, are you following?
Madam, in the reading part, one more thing will be there. Sometimes user make it star mark.
Yes,
Can that?
you can make one process also. You can start the mail according to your importance. Many functionalities can be there. Okay, you can give more processes also. I have generalized the things, so you can add some more processes. Clear, students? In this way, the data is flowing. So that's why I have taken a simple example, because all of you know that all of you have idea, all of you are familiar with sending mails, receiving mails, mailbox, all of you know. Also, Microsoft Word is also known to you. So that's why I have taken easiest examples to make you understand. So this is the level 2. So in level 2, after drawing the processes, you can name the processes. That is, number the processes. That is, it is 2.0 process. It is 2.1. Okay. 2.1. It is 2.2. Level 2, process number 2. Okay. Then 2.3. Then 2.4. then 2.5, then 2.6, 2.6, then 2.9, then 2.10. Okay. So in this way you can do, and you can name the data flows also. Dear students, this is a DFD diagram of mailbox system. Full DFD diagram of mailbox system. Clear to everyone? Respond, students. Anyone having any doubt? Please.
No, ma'am.
Ask me if you are. Okay, fine. So next DFD is library. So we have given easiest examples. Now let's just focus on some complex examples. Like whenever you will be doing projects, okay, in fourth year, you will be giving some application oriented. You need to design some application oriented software. Like you can be given, you need like library management system, okay, or employee attendance system. So in this way, you need to, you may be given to develop any system like this, okay. So before developing anything, as we have discussed in the whole syllabus of software engineering, that before developing we need to make a plan, and for that we are using some kind of diagrams like use case diagram, data flow diagram, diagram. All these diagrams are used to do that, okay. Now why we will be doing, so suppose you are doing a library management system DFD, okay. So identify, first you need to identify the process. First process is the library management system, that is LMS, okay. Now library management system, it will consist of what processes? It may consist of library, like first the user will be there. User will be the entity, and admin will also be there as entity, okay. So these are the entity in the zero level, okay. Now in level number 1, what will happen? We will be dividing this level number 0 into subdivisions, that is level number 1. So in that, what will be the processes present in that library management system, okay. So the processes can be the author management, okay, the books management, the book issue management, login management, system user management, generate library report, generate author report, generate books report, generate book issue report, using check user login details, generate system user report. All these can be there as the process names in case of library management system, okay. So in this way you can show the data flow from library, from user to all these processes. And also in level 2 you will be having some more processes, because in you are dividing the level 1 into subdividing the level 1 into level 2. So in level 2 you will be having modules like login
Hello, hello,
to
no, it's
system,
going to be.
forget password, send email to user, check credentials, okay. You can check the credentials, you can check the roles of accesses, and you can manage the modules. So in this way there can be many more functionalities, that is processes present in the library
वो प्रोग्राम
management
में
system.
एरर दे रहा
So your homework is to design a DFD of a library management system. I have already given you hints. Now can you do it, students?
है. हाँ.
Next day I will ask you how, whether you have done the library management system or not. Just remember,
हाँ, तो
first you
इसको
need to
रीनेम कर
identify
सकते
the
हो.
entities, that is the admin
क्या
and
लिखे बोलो.
user. These are the two entities. And next you need to identify the processes, that is what are the operations that can be performed in library management system. Library management system is a big system, so for that there will be many processes, and after identifying the
Hello.
processes you need to show
Already
the
exist.
data how it's flowing from one end to another, and you need to name the
कुछ
data
और नाम
flows,
देता है, annoying
and
लिख
after
देते हैं.
that you need to number the processes, that is level 1 1.0 1.1 1.2, in this way. In level 2 2.0 2.1 2.2, This way you
What
need
the
to
fuck is
give,
happening?
and you need to check which
Hello.
one is the data store, and if you are
আরে
getting any
বলছি
data
যে
store, you
ওই
can
ক্লাসের সাথে
give
এটা
the
একসাথে
data
চলছে না
store
কেন?
in
তোর
the
কথা
proper
শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, আমি
syntax.
বলছি
So
যাচ্ছে
in
না।
this way you can draw a library management system. So in the next class I will be asking you whether you have drawn the library
আরে না,
management
আরে
system or not.
আরে না,
The utility of library management
হেডফোনটার
system.
কথা বলছি।
Okay,
মানে
students?
এইটাতে জয়েন করেছে আমার, এটা দিয়ে তোর এটা সাউন্ড
Okay,
যাচ্ছে না।
so one
ওইটাতে
more thing to
এ দেখো এ
announce.
দেখো এ দেখো
You
এ
know
দেখো
that I have
বললো ও
given you the
বললে
assignment for
একসাথে দুটো
CA2.
শোনাবে এরকম
So all
করাটা
of
যায়
you
না?
need to complete the assignment of CA2 as well as PCA1 in the within 27. I have given the date, and
এই তো
you need to
this
upload
type
all
and
these
is
two
on already
assignments
আর
in
আর
the
বলছি
Google
যে
Drive
তুই তুই
shared
অ্যান্ড্রয়েড
by
স্টুডিওতে
Shimon,
ওই কি বলে
and
জাভা রান করেছিস?
the
জাভা
TCS
প্রোগ্রাম?
and in both field you need to upload. I have fixed
তো
the TCS
অ্যান্ড্রয়েড
and
স্টুডিও রান
part,
হচ্ছে না
so
কেন?
you
তুই
need to
তুই
upload
তুই
all
তো জানিস
these
কি করে করতে হয়?
assignments
আমি
in the
ঠিকই
two
করছি সব দিকে, দেখি তো এটা রানই হচ্ছে না,
in
এরর
two
আসছে।
in both that TCS and Google Drive, and also the MCQ test
সব
for
করা হয়ে
CA2
গেছে।
I have scheduled. Okay, so I have scheduled the CA2 MCQ test, and the last date is
প্রোগ্রামিং
Wednesday.
আরে
So you
সিম্পল
need to
লিখছি, হ্যালো
complete
আর
the
লিখছি
CA2
শুধু, ওটাই
within
তো
that.
মানে ওটাও
That
হচ্ছে না।
CA2 has been scheduled in MS Team. So all of you need to complete
আরে
that
না, জাভা জাভা রান
CA2
হয়,
MCQ
মানে জাভা
test
প্রোগ্রাম হতে
in
রান
that
হয়।
MS
अरे
Team
मंडल
and
तब तुम
submit.
वो पाथ वाला जो
And if
सेटिंग होता है
anyone
ना
is
तुम्हारा
facing
सिस्टम
any issues,
वेरिएबल्स में,
they can
एनवायरनमेंट
contact me.
वेरिएबल्स में।
একবার দেখো,
Okay,
একবার দেখো,
students?
দেখো क्या एरर आ रहा है देखो। না না,
Yes, ma'am.
देखते
Okay,
हैं, रुको।
fine. So that's all for today's class.
এই প্রবলেম
We are
अबाउट
having class
কনফিগারিং
tomorrow.
প্রজেক্ট
So we will meet tomorrow
नॉट क्रिएट टास्क।
and we will discuss some
अच्छा
more
तुम
concepts of
VS कोड है तुम्हारे
software
पास?
engineering.
ना ना,
So as of now, just keep on
अरे
revising the
इसमें ही रन कर
DLTs
लेंगे,
and
इसमें भी
practice
रन
the
होता है रे
homework which
जावा।
I have given you.
तुम
Okay,
पहले
students?
बोले तुम
So thank you
एनवायरनमेंट
for
वेरिएबल्स
attending
में कुछ
today's
किया था।
class. Now you can leave.
इधर चेंज वाला है, इधर तो चेंज करना होगा, उसको करके एक जावा मतलब ये करना होता है, वो सब कर
ना
लिए।
ना 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 वो नहीं, तुम्हारा सिस्टम सेटिंग्स में तुम्हारा एनवायरनमेंट करके कुछ करना रहता है,
ना ना ना, वो नहीं किए थे।
वो नहीं किया ना, उसी की वजह से हो रहा है। तुमको शाम को बता
वो
देंगे।
कहाँ से करना पड़ता है वो बोलो।
यहाँ से नहीं, यहाँ से नहीं, यहाँ से। अरे हम देख के बता देंगे, शाम को हम देख के बता देंगे। डिस्कॉर्ड आओगे ना, तो उससे पहले हम बता देंगे।
ठीक है, देख के अच्छा से बताना।
ठीक है, अभी पता नहीं है ना, नहीं तो फिर
हाँ।
कुछ भी हो जाए।
আর 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 বলছি যে এই দুটো মানে তোরা ডিসকর্ড মানে ক্লাস জয়েন করিসনি? ক্লাস কিসে জয়েন করেছিস? ল্যাপটপে? হ্যাঁ, তো কথা বলছিস কি করে তাহলে?